name. It can be some mixture of name and numbers, right? If I say Jack, 1, 2, 3, so it's a variable, it's a string, right?
Right.
And if I say just Jack, it is also a variable. It is also a string, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
And how do you character? How do you uh, differentiate string in the Python? You
We
enclose
enclose
it
it
in double
between
quote,
the double quotes. Yeah.
right? Yeah. And any other data type?
Boolean.
Boolean.
Then Boolean.
Boolean.
Yeah.
Boolean.
True or false.
What is Boolean?
It consists
True or
of, yeah.
false? True or
Yes.
false? Whenever we write any condition, we write uh, to check if the condition is true or false, right? If I say if I provide a list, number of list, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, and then I say, let's see, uh, I want to check if the number is even or not, right? First, I will check one. First is even
Mm,
or odd?
no.
Odd.
False.
Odd.
Odd number,
Right.
right? So my condition just became
Right.
false. Okay,
Right.
let's check. Let's write. Let's.
चला ये कुछ भी नहीं करे हुए। चला इसी को मिलना था मेरे को, इसको नहीं लेने को है।
Okay.
कोई
Now what
काम
we are
करने वाले को
doing?
लेने को था।
We are checking if
It's very
our
difficult
numbers in the
projection.
list is even or not. If it is even, then we will print that number, right? So first let's check one. One is even or odd? One is odd. So our condition just became false. So we will not print this number. And let's check if the next number is even or odd. This number is even or odd?
Even.
Even. It's
Even.
a
So our condition just became true. So we will print this number. Now print 2, right? Next, what is the number? 3. So our condition became false because 3 is not even number. So we will not print this number. So that is our conclusion. Whenever we want to check anything, whether if it is true or false, we use booleans for that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. And what's the next data type?
Boolean. Four of them. Boolean.
Int, string,
Float and Boolean.
float, string.
Boolean.
Okay, boolean, float, boolean, and okay, done, right?
right, sir.
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
Okay, next, what do you understand by IDE?
Integrated Development Environment.
Okay, good. That's a full form. But what do you understand by it?
Like so, if we see there are greenhouses for plants, that's the more productively we can grow plants. Is in the same way, if you want to do coding, it is beneficial to do in IDE.
Correct.
ID is basically a code editor platform. It provides an environment in which a person can code, he can compile, he can interpret, he can debug, he can use tools, he can things like that. So,
Okay. technically you can say that. In general, IDE in Python is nothing but suitable environment for coding. Like if I say, what is the suitable environment for study? What's the best conditions? You should have
Silent environment, right?
silent environment,
Um,
ventilation,
mm,
and lights,
bottle of water.
bottle of water. So if we have all these things, then we can peacefully study, right?
Going
So
in
this is the best suitable environment for study. Similarly, for coding, IDE is the suitable environment because it have nice code editor.
editor.
It
You are
makes
going
code
in a
editor
new
makes code more readable, and
history.
it has pre-built function which make coding easier, and integrated
And
environment with other tools, libraries, and every other
I'm excited about
facilities
my
you need
future.
for coding.
Yes,
So
being
that's what
on a big
IDE is used for in Python or any coding language, right?
Eddie is planning to be checked.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, okay, okay. What else you have learned today? IDE, data type.
Typecasting.
Hmm.
Sorry, can you go again?
Type of
Typecasting.
Ways
casting.
by which we can make variables more readable.
How can you
Typecasting.
make a variable more readable?
The mentor taught us three ways: camel case, Pascal case, and snake case. In camel case, uh, each
Is
word
this a
is
direct
the
button or
first
will
letter of each
have
word is capital except the first
to
word.
dash
Like if
it?
my car is there, so my is the first word. So the first word's first letter will be small.
Max
So M will
bring
be small and car's C will be
Max
capital.
bring the same
So that
performance should be
we
That
can
available.
is that is
uh,
nothing but a grammar, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So
Yeah, dash.
this is just a way of writing more
how we
how
make
we
our
can
code more
make
readable. Yeah.
more
Yes, sir.
readable, and commenting the code. Like if you have
Being
written any
slow.
code, let's say if
Best
I
in
say
luxury.
if the number is number is
If you don't
divisible
want,
by 2.
if you don't leave your file, you
Right now you don't understand if
again.
understand this, but
Again.
if I comment it
Won't.
like this,
Oh, sorry, ma'am. But
this
yeah,
code check if the number is
that's only so
divisible
can you do
by 2 or not. Now it makes the code much more readable,
that's
right?
reading that.
You don't
Right.
have to spend your mental energy to understand this code. So this is today you haven't learned commenting, right?
Yes, we
No,
don't
sir.
learn
Okay,
commenting.
No,
okay.
we do
But
not.
this is also a basic concept. You if you need
Adam
to comment
was
your code,
really
like if you
great to
give
stay
need
at
to give
the
any instruction for the code or any other
yeah.
rules or anything, any specific information about the code, you can do it by specifying by using this symbol hashtag. Okay. And other ways you can make your code more readable, right, by using capital or small letters, by using this is simple grammar, right? If I you need to use two three similar words like things,
A
then
string
I can
why for
use
two nights,
comma
right?
and any other
Can I
grammatical
book a
concepts.
nice
That is
hotel?
just that. Okay.
Next
Sir, can
time
you
is
show this in
backpacking
Python?
through a national.
Sure.
So it will be more helpful for us.
Today we are learning just concepts. You will have coding problems. So you'll get to know everything.
Okay.
And sir, if you can explain that split type of casting.
Okay, okay. Give me 1 minute.
अरे तो खुल गया ना अभी ये सब तो कहना है खुलने से लॉक क्यों है सब
So what have you learned in typecasting?
खुले करो
Typecasting is a way in which we can convert one data type into another data type.
Okay. So how many types of typecasting are there?
Two types,
Two
implicit
types.
and explicit.
Their
Mm,
types of typecasting. Okay. So let's comment our code. See, this code is commented. And if let's run this code, see, this is executed successfully. If I don't comment this, right now it is not anything. It is not any data type or any code. What will it show? Value error,
Syntax error. Okay.
invalid syntax, right? Types of typecasting. How many types of typecasting are there? Implicit,
Two types of
explicit.
typecasting will be.
implicit, and explicit. What is implicit type of typecasting? How do you and how do you identify implement implicit type of typecasting?
Im-
Um,
Implicit.
so it basically automatically converts one data type to another.
Okay, Python automatically converts one data type to another when no data loss occurs, right? Let's say if I say A is equals to 2, B is equals to 2.2.5. Okay, now a value of A is 2 and value of B is 2.5.
2.5.
If I say type print
कितने कुछ बने हुए हैं
print A type of A, what will it show?
Integer.
Integer, right? And
Yeah.
similarly, if I say type of B,
Float.
what will it show? Float,
Float.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And can I convert this A value of A data type of A to float? If I want to do it, how will I do it?
Yes, sir.
How can I do it?
You will
How
have
can
to
I
use
change
decibel in that.
by using implicit type of type casting? How will I convert data type of A to in float?
Change into decimal number.
Change into decimal number. Or I can do one other thing. I can add 0.5, right?
Do take
Now, if we add this 2 plus 0.5, then it will become 2.5. And what is 2.5?
float.
This is, it just became float. Now I didn't explicitly convert this data type of this variable to float. I just added one number. It is applicable in mathematics, right? I didn't do anything out of the maths rules, right? So it can be applicable whenever it is possible. We can do implicit type of typecasting whenever it is possible, but there are some times when this is not possible. So in that case, we use explicit type of typecasting. Like if I say B, if I want to convert this B to integer. Can I do it?
Yes, sir, you can, but some data will be lost.
Okay, some data will be lost, right? I
Yeah.
have to minus the 0.5 from it, right?
Right.
But if I want to do without any data loss, how can I do it?
So then we need to change the in string maybe.
Okay, now you have understood. If we don't want to lose any data, then in that case, we will use explicit type of casting, right? So let's type.
देखना पड़ेगा इसके बारे में रोहित. Yeah, we need to look into it, Rohit.
How can you change the type, its data type to float
First we type the variable name and then equal to then
variable
we
name?
type
How can you do it? Come on, mention, guys.
just like that.
Just like this, and inside
Inside the
int.
variable
We will convert it to int, right? It is already in
uh,
float. Now, if I see, uh, so what will it return right now?
integer
Integer. Let's see.
to it. Wait.
So data loss is there, right?
Right, sir.
Okay. Okay. Next topic. Next topic.
इतना ही था.
इतना ही था आज.
Yes, sir.
ओके, इसके अलावा आपको कोई डाउट है किसी भी चीज में? कोई भी जनरल प्रोग्रामिंग रिलेटेड डाउट, इंट्रोडक्शन से रिलेटेड, पाइथन क्या होता है, कब यूज करते हैं, क्यों यूज करते हैं?
No, sir.
ओके, पाइथन क्यों यूज करते हैं हम डेटा साइंस में, डेटा एनालिटिक्स में?
एप्लीकेशंस बनाने के लिए.
Because
एप्लीकेशंस
of the
बनाने के लिए, और
Easy to understand, sir.
because
इजी
sir
टू
easy to
अंडरस्टैंड.
understand and lots of libraries and
लॉट्स ऑफ लाइब्रेरीज.
support.
सपोर्ट. ओके, करेक्ट. लॉट ऑफ लाइब्रेरीज, रीडेबिलिटी ज़्यादा है, और लेस नंबर ऑफ लाइंस लिखनी होती है आपको. अगर सिर्फ मैं ये प्रिंट, एक सेंटेंस प्रिंट करता हूँ, हेलो वर्ल्ड. सी, ये दो वर्ड मुझे प्रिंट करने के लिए सिर्फ एक लाइन लिखनी पड़ी, hello world. And if I want to print this hello world in some other language, I would have to write 4, 5, 6 line of codes, right?
Right, sir.
Let's see in Java. See how many lines are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For this, you will have to use 4, 5, 6 line of codes. On the other hand, in Python, We just had to write one line of code. See how easy it is. And it is just like English language. Anyone who is uh, पहली बार भी जो भी बंदा आ रहा है, अगर उसको मैं कोई 2-4 लाइन की कोड दिखा दूं, वो भी इजीली समझ जाएगा कि क्या हो रहा है। मतलब एक बेसिक आइडिया, एटलीस्ट ही विल हैव बेसिक आइडिया व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन द कोड बाय जस्ट रीडिंग इट, राइट?
Right, sir.
ओके, एनी अदर थिंग? किसी भी चीज में आपको डाउट,
Yes,
कोई भी क्वेश्चन रिलेट?
yes, sir. I
ओके,
have one doubt.
गो अहेड।
So, sir, on today's
हम्म,
assignment, there was one question. I commented that on the chat. So, how do we solve that question?
विच
I
वन?
have commented that on the chat, sir.
ओके, स्टोर द नेम एज स्ट्रिंग। ओके, लेट्स copy this question to our Python. Store the name as string. Name as string. So let's store some name as a string. How do you store an string, guys?
By
In
using
double
double
What's
quotes.
quotes.
the way of using the string?
A double code.
Double
Double
quote,
quotes.
right? Double quote.
Double quote.
Let's
Yes, sir.
say Rahul. Okay, and then name as a string, school as a string, grade as a character. Rahul school. Let's say Kendriya Vidyalaya. Grade as a character, grade A, and roll number as a int. By the way, there are some rules for using the variable. Do you know those rules?
Yes, sir.
What are the rules?
Number.
If I say if I write variable like this, will it work?
No, sir. It is
No,
incorrect.
sir.
It can't be started with any integer or any numerical, right? And
Right,
Yes, sir.
sir.
and if I write it like this, will it work?
No, sir. It will not.
It shouldn't have any spaces, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Variable should not have any space. It can be mixture of characters or anything, but it can't start with number and it can't have any space. And one other thing. So what is the next rule?
Uh, no, not.
There was one other rule, right? Some of you guys are also mentioned in the chat
Can't
support.
use special characters.
Special
Yes, sir. No.
characters.
Yes,
Not
yes, correct.
special characters. Special characters means
And
this. You
and
can
also
use
any
this
reserved keyword.
Reserved
reserve
keyword.
keyword, right?
Right.
So in Python there are some reserve keyword which is used for some functions like some data structure, control flows. So in that case, you can't use those keywords like while. And how do you identify reserve keyword?
It's a
It is highlighted.
it's a highlighted
See,
and
this
Green
is
color.
highlighted, green color. In this Jupyter notebook, you will see this in green color, but in some other code editors, you will see it in different color. Basically, it is highlighted from all the other characters, right? So you
right.
can't use those keywords because these are used for other purposes, and Python will not understand why you are using it, and it will give some error to you. Basically it will understand like it is you are using for some control flow or some structured you are using for some uh, let's say logic. It will not understand it is a variable, right? So
Right.
never use reserve keyword as a variable. So let's proceed with our question. Roll number as integer, right? And what is the next thing? Marks code as int.
We can
Marks
also add that don't reserve keywords in
60.
Python are same to that engine
The
only.
student in the three
Or
subject
reserve keywords
marks
in
code
any
as
programming language
integer
is similar to
by the student in
the
three
car
subject
model. If it's a
math, science,
petrol,
and English.
don't add
In the
reserve in
report
it.
card of the student, you can make it look nice by using some keyboard symbols. So basically, it just says to store some values as a name, some values as a roll number in the form of integer, and some marks like science, maths,
अब इसमें करेगा इसमें मत कर रुक इसको होने
English.
दे कर देंगे
Let's give it a 90 marks. Okay. So next we have to print the report card. We have to use some, basically we need to just print it and make it look nicer. So if I want
they're
to
fine.
give it a header, so how can I do it?
I was the cornerstone of the
I
class.
will write the header name in middle, the report,
जी
and
ठीक है बुबू
I will make it in capital letters, right? So it will be in the middle. And next what I can do, the print maths marks. What, how do we use the maths mark here? We will just write our variable
नहीं चाल
maths. So it will take the value of this variable, right?
नहीं पता
And
है
don't
मेरे और
enclose it in the quotes because it will consider it as a string. Next, similarly, maths, science.
अरे यार पानी पीता हूँ तब मेरे को हिचकी आती है मामा पानी नहीं पा रहा मैं पानी पी लेके उठ कैसे थे
In English, right? Let's print it. What is the error? Invalid syntax. Perhaps you forget a comma. So what's the error? Can you guys please mention?
After
See,
quotations, we have to give comma to
see,
print variable.
we are using string to print it inside the print function, and then we are using variable. Whenever you are using anything in the print along with any comment, you should always use comma, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's give comma also here. Let's print it. And what's the error now? Science, science, See here, this is case sensitive. Python is case sensitive, right? We are using
Yes.
capital letter for S here and small letter for S. So it is not able to understand which variable you are taking. So we need to use same variable for it. Now, will it work? What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Do you see any error in this right now? See carefully.
Double quote.
Double quote where?
Last line maths.
Where
Where?
did Python came in the picture?
Print double quote maths.
Print
फिर
double quote maths.
लावडा तुझा
See,
चुती.
yeah, last
no, no,
last
no,
math.
no. We are
What?
using variable value. Maths, this variable we are using. If we enclose it in the double quote, it will not consider it as a variable. It will consider it as a string, right? Let's
Yeah.
print it right now. See, report card. First, we have written some string in the print in the double quote, and to make it look nicer, we have written in the capital letter with some spaces
Right.
in prefix and suffix.
Grow.
Then we have written our variable, some string in this print function, and with comma afterwards. Then we are using our variables, which we have stored our some values in it like for maths, English,
Python
and
का है bro?
science. See, it is printing the same thing. Just here, it is printing value of these variables. Now, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Only
Okay,
growth.
you can make it look even nicer. Use
Reproduction.
some other characters like, let's
Pick
say,
2010
if
में
I
इसमें.
want to make my header look more nicer, then I will enclose it in some boundary lines, right? You can experiment with it. You can do various of things, and uh, you can use emojis, some special characters. Experiment with it. You will get to know many things. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
is it clear?
Okay. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Anyone, anyone having any doubt? कोई भी general doubts, no matter how small it is, doesn't matter, because this is your building block. Next, आपको काफी एडवांस कंसेप्ट आते जाएंगे, और फिर अगर ये बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक्स आपके क्लियर नहीं होगे ना, तो वहां पे आपको दिक्कत हो सकती है. एवरीथिंग इज
BS
क्लियर.
with
Sir.
DNS.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ओके. ओके, some of you mentioned you had a problem in the quiz. Can you mention those problem here? What's the issue you were facing? If your doubt isn't clear in the live support, then you can ask those here.
I also stop.
Uh,
So currently what
sir,
is
Python is new for me. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
even know how Python works and all. So in lecture, they didn't show us how to handle Python software, right?
Mm-hmm.
They just introduce us to some topics. So topics were clear to me, but how to handle
Mm-hmm.
Python, I don't know yet. So they
Okay,
have
so
given us
there.
assignments. based
Mm-hmm.
on the lectures, but we don't know how to operate Python.
Okay, you don't need to install Python right now. You will have
Okay.
assignment in the SS platform.
और
When you will open those assignment, you will be redirect to some website where you can write your code. You don't have to install Python for now.
Okay, but we have to, if the assignment is asking us for the written code, so we have to type the code, right?
Yeah, yeah. Basically like
छोड़
this.
दिया क्या
You
इसने?
will have online Python compiler.
अभी इसका शेड्यूल चेंज कर दी भाई ने. ड्युरेशने बंद केलंय हे सगळं. सगळ्यांचा विश्वासघात करतात लोक. काय लोक आहे, 40-50-60 लोक आली
See,
फक्त.
you will be given
निर्लज्ज
with this
लोक आहेत
type of
सगळे.
online Python compiler with one side
डेनिसने पण बंद
questions
केलं यार,
and
काय
second side
सांगायचं आम्ही.
you can write your codes
डेनिस
and
लागला
you
नव्हता
can check
त्याच्याकडे.
your code input output
डेनिस
everything.
नव्हता
So
डेटा
you don't
सायन्स.
have to worry about Python installation and software related problems for now. This is your first week, so you just need to understand concept and practice writing codes with those concepts, right? Okay. बेसिकली जो भी आपका अभी चल रहा है मॉड्यूल उसमें काफी इजी लेवल का है. आपको जस्ट अभी प्रैक्टिस की जाएगी कि चीजें प्रिंट कैसे करती है. मतलब बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक्स हो गए, इफ एल्स स्टेटमेंट, लूप्स वगैरह. तो यही सब रहेगा. आपको
बुमरा बुमरा बुमरा
कंपाइलर की
जसं गुमरा.
जरूरत पड़ेगी जब आप थोड़ा एडवांस में बढ़ जाओगे, और आपको फिर using those concepts you will need to create a project. Then you will need to create that project in some IDE. So don't worry about it for now. Google Colab. This is also an IDE for writing a code. Google Colab is much better than Jupyter Notebook because it doesn't take our PC computing power. It is on cloud. It is lighter software, not basically software, it is a website. But for development of project, you will need to use some ID like Jupyter Notebook,
हे काय
uh,
कामाचं आहे का आपल्या?
PyCharm, and or any other ID like VS Code.
हेवी.
Yes, you can. If anyone of you don't have any question, you can leave the session. After that third quiz on the session, I kicked out. So you were kicked out by whom? There's no way you were kicked out because that was not a live session. That was recorded session. So might be some internet issue from your side. आई डोंट नो सर. आपका कुछ इंटरनेट इशू हो सकता है, तो इस वजह से क्विट हो गया होगा आपका वीडियो. बट देयर इज नो वे यू वर किक्ड आउट. इंटरनेट इशू माइट बी. ओके, और कोई क्वेश्चन?
No, sir.
ओके, सो देन वी कैन कंक्लूड दिस सेशन. टुडे आपका एक असाइनमेंट आएगा, आपको आपको सॉल्व करना है वो. एंड अगर आपको कुछ भी डाउट हो, कोई भी कॉन्सेप्ट रिलेटेड या फिर असाइनमेंट रिलेटेड, तो हमारा वो सब नेक्स्ट सेशन में कवर होगा, राइट?
Okay,
टुडे.
sir.
Okay, sir.
ओके, विल हैव दिस सेशन एंटायर वीक. So
Okay.
you can ask anything in any of the session, right? जो अगर आज नहीं समझा तो वो परसों भी पूछ सकते हो, नरसों भी पूछ सकते हो. बट हमारी फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी होगी जो प्रीवियस डे का असाइनमेंट होगा. लेट्स से हमारा कल का सेशन होगा, तो हम कल के सेशन में पहले अपने असाइनमेंट से क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन कवर करेंगे, फिर कंसेप्ट से रिलेटेड, और फिर अगर हमारे पास टाइम बचा
I am
तो
born and
फिर
brought up
प्रीवियस वी
in the
कैन
land
टेक
of.
कंसेप्ट्स और डाउट्स फ्रॉम द प्रीवियस सेशंस और असाइनमेंट्स, राइट?
Okay.
ओके,
Okay, sir.
ओके,
Yes, sir.
कंक्लूडिंग द सेशंस.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you.
ओके,
Thank you.
थैंक्स एवरीवन, गुड
Thank
नाइट.
you.
Good night,
Good
sir.
night.
ओके.
Go through index. Highest number of, if we count the highest number of students, those who are present in Germany. Anyway, आज तक कर दो भाई. हाँ, bro. Yeah, please.